Doi Knights. How are they still alive? Rules barely surviving with a sliver of HP, just has those energy drinks, and oh my goodness, it was cursed. Team E2S OPM taking down the last player. That's Rules over there. We still have 12 teams. It's 4 players alive for each team. So let's see, well, what's going to happen. I guess I did my math wrong out there.
Well, I think Gods Reborn, this time they have come to qualify for the finals, sitting on 11 kills in this game already. And in these final moments, if they can actually manage to fight the same way, just the same way that they fought PWP a couple of seconds ago, this is going to be their chicken dinner. The only team that's going to come close to stopping them is going to be the squad of High Voltage. And what was that? Did I see one nade, 2 kill?
Yes, you were right. The entire squad.
Yeah, E2S OPM on the receiving. They were on the receiving end for the first time, I think, of the utility.
Yes, absolutely. And it was just one grenade that took to take them all down together. But there you go. Things are still constant. Team High Voltage, we have seen them in this position. Aussie, definitely the man that we have to talk about. But we have the team from Rivals, Mr. Boro, in fact, surviving over there in the nearby vicinity, as Aussie will be taking down Wendy God X, but Mr. Boro will be finding Assassin. Now Aussie will be spraying him down and putting an end to his misery over there, as Team High Voltage and the players from Team Gods Reborn are the 2 teams that survive. Now it's just a matter of those smokes being deployed that stands between them like a clouded wall. We just have to see who gets that final opening. But if you talk about position, Gods Reborn definitely do have a strategic advantage, utilizing that ridge to absolute perfection. And this is where your map knowledge comes into play. This is where all that grinding that you've done across Wrangle comes into existence, and Entry will definitely get that first entry knock. And now we just have to see as to how they are going to capitalize on this situation.
Yeah, the capitalizing on the situation is going to be a little bit tricky, since there's going to be the ridge that these guys have to peek. The only advantage they have was one knock. They're going to get the second one. Assassin. Why was he moving out of the smoke and charging in for the flank out in the open? As these players from Gods Reborn, they have been brutal so far. All right, Hellraisers, they're split apart in 3 different directions. Well, one of the players was knocked down. The revive is going to come in as well. And Aussie, he's going to be spotted out from with the nade. Aussie yet again in the action, takes down Husky. He has to throw this one a little bit to the left so he can get 2 knocks and a finish over there. Husky, he is going for a revive, and the gentleman is going to be the one who's going to try and revive him. Entry right behind him. The players from Gods Reborn, they're grouped up right next to each other. If there is one nade that comes in their direction, that's going to be it. That's going to be the chicken dinner being handed over to the players of High Voltage. The split I like from High Voltage, all the players prone down. But the disadvantage arises in the fact that they are going to get shots straight to the head if the players actually spot them out. Oh, Wendy God X is going to be taken down by Havoc. Ozzy still sitting on the flank, right on the edge of the blue zone. This is going to be a crucial fight. 3 versus 4 situation right now. High Voltage, they are being really careful as to not to be a little bit too aggressive and not to get punished for that aggression.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, I guess Team High Voltage have lost their chance. Is that a nade? Oh my goodness. No, that's a smoke. That's a smoke. Even I was wondering if that would be a nade. Because if the nades were there, they would have already been shot out. But right now, Gentleman deciding to make his push happen and try to get themselves inside the circle. Gods Reborn, they are absolutely using all those utilities to perfection. Managing to go on for the revives on their players. Have their 12 kills registered to their name. They are completely dominating right now, and it clearly shows how the presence of one player, the difference of one player can change the game around. But there you go, Assassin confirming that kill onto its Windy God, and Aussie getting that second knock, gets that second confirm as well. It's Husky and her teammate out there, but Husky going in for a good fight, but gets traded off. In the meanwhile, the last player surviving, but the chicken dinner will be taken by none other than Felix. Has managed to spot down the players out there, and the moment they try to come in, they will be on the receiving end as well. SK49 holding on, holding for himself that heal battle that he can do right now, but for how long? As there you go, SK49 being taken down, but from the circle.
Yeah, from the circle indeed, but Phantom Esports, they want to secure that kill for them as Rafat is not going to let him go. Kira Peace Flow get an exit. 2 teams remaining all of a sudden. Down from 5 to 3 teams being taken out. KS Sax just going in on the players of Phantom. Frypan has been taken out. Synox almost getting that finish. And once again, we are down to a 4v4 situation. A team Phantom Esports with the high ground but out in the open. And then we have KSX who will have to go out in the open because that's where the final circle is. But Phantom Esports, they will have the advantage just because of the vision that they can get from the top of that mountain. We just have to see, can KSX somehow find a way to counter that positioning from Phantom? Jax, he's trying to charge in to the lower areas. They are just waiting for information and waiting to spot out the players in front of them.
Yeah, they certainly are. And one of those players from Team Phantom has to play that sacrificial role of staying behind, taking the damage from the circle. But what he can really ensure is that he gets those 2-3 kills for himself. And there you go, Sallu Whitey spraying down a lot of bullets over there onto it. Celix will heal himself up. But Rafat has the mean machine, has the MK14. He does not care. He is just charging down onto its enemies. And Jax lobbing that grenade out. Will it be into perfection? Can it fight someone out? No, it does not. But Steelix, he is still in the grass, not revealing his position. Can be the trump card for his team that they were looking out for, because all the players of Team KS are still inside that one small compound.
Yeah, they are inside that compound, but can they survive? Alright, Frypan, he has 3 first aids, but the blue zone damage is going to be too much for him to handle. And he takes the shots, but that's not going to matter. He's going to be taken down one after the other. Phantom Esports, this game was supposed to be theirs, but it is slipping from their hands as the 2 players from KSX just charge out, take the fight. And 1 player is going to be dropped down by Jax, but now it comes down to 1v1, and both of them do not have any HP left. Just barely sitting on 50% HP.
Yeah, it's a 2v1 situation right now. Jax being the survivor over there, but Meras will be the one getting knocked, and with that, oh my goodness.
Yeah. it was bad. It's been such a long time, I feel like, that we have seen them in the final fight situation. This time, them being there, 4 Archangels being there, Rising Nepal being there, it's going to be quite a test, because all these teams, they are going to be desperate to get that chicken to get those points, and one game can actually change everything. But 4 Archangels get taken down, Phantom take an exit before them. Oh, just losing out on the 1 crucial points and the crucial kills is going to be so bad for them. But now we're down to 4 teams, 13 players alive. High voltage. They are on the high ground and they have the voltage in them.
Yes, absolutely. They have been electrocuted, and they are actually electrified right now at this certain moment. Are deploying all that smoke right in the right areas. But Ozzy, he does not care. And when you do not care, you tend to be susceptible to a lot of attacks, and that is exactly what has happened with him. And Shoykot trying to get inside the circle. Oh my god, I feel bad for this lad. He was there for so long. And 9-7 inside the smokes. Team High Voltage, they are fighting against the walls, because literally Disconnect do have that cover for themselves. And Haywalk has thrown in, but the grenade there coming out from Rules will be taking 2 players out from Team High Voltage, and Assassin will bite the dust as Dawn Knights march in for one single victory that they have been searching for so long.
Yeah, it is going to be that one victory that they desperately needed. But the team of Rising Nepal, they are going to look to secure their position in the top 10 right now with this one. Who is going to be more desperate? I guess only time will tell, as the game in just a matter of minutes is just about to come to an end. On the other side, Disconnect is going to be taken down. Sonam, don't go for the rush, buddy. Yeah, go for the airdrop. Don't try and charge in right now. It's just 1 knock. 3 players are still there, and they can still take you out.
And well, Rules has spotted him out, and imagine him blowing up his vehicle. But right now, he's got other things to deal with right over here. He peeks around and will not find anyone as of now. This is an EV still over here as players are trying to rotate around, find the perfect angles, find the perfect cover. But look at the circle again favoring the players from Dawn Knights, and this certainly looks to be their game. And Sonam does have that level 3 helmet and vest, a quite good advantage right now, as he has to also get inside the circle. But well, he is right now, but he has to make sure that his teammates find no difficulty, even dropping those crucial smokes for themselves. Right now, we can see the players of Team Rising Nepal marching down into the open, but Doyen Knights still utilizing the cover for perfection. Can they do something? Can they clutch things out against Team Rising Nepal as the first knocks comes in from Cooney? Doyen Knights are in a bit of trouble. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we are gonna find out what happened. We don't have to see. I think these teams, they are building up a storyline for them, and for us to tell you, lads, as Doyen Knights, they have been pinned down in that one compound and have been spotted out. But Sonam being over aggressive, he's gonna be taken down and punished by one villain, and one villain just manages to take that one-sided trade for his advantage, just throwing a nade towards his other teammate, towards the other lad from the side of Rising Nepal, but the nade is gonna miss its mark, and Crazy just steps between the gap that is there between the truck and the airdrop and takes down one villain. Now focusing on the other lads, hides behind the smoke, is gonna try and go for the revive. It is gonna come in a few seconds later. Cooney on the other side is gonna drop down rules. One villain is gonna be finished off, and now Doyen Knights finally sitting at a disadvantage. Disconnect is gonna drop down one, but still that is not gonna be enough as Rising Nepal just step up big and rise tall above everyone else to take the team and the player, in fact, is gonna just try and demolish his opponents with the AAG. But on the other side, the other airdrop was there, and it was reached as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. But right now, SK49, we have to see, he is dropping a few grenades out there. 4 Archangels are being eliminated. Just the last 3 teams surviving. And Daughter. Oh my god, he's got the demon over there, just searching for that weapon, and he will have his wishes granted for him. And now that you have a Groza, we want a chicken dinner, my lad. And Rafat, he is still at a good position. He hasn't been spotted out, lobbing those grenades from beneath. You see that small, rich, good cover he has? None of the teams can really, directly kill him.
Well, okay.
Apart from Peter.
Look at this. I really like this. The amount of smokes that are being popped by the teams. That is so good and so necessary. I mean, if you're Phantom Esports, you do not want to do that. You just want to do what actually Rafat is doing. Just stay down and wait for the other 2 teams to fight it out. Just hope they do not they do not come in your direction and they do not spot you out. The ridge is going to be in your advantage. Even don't throw the nade. Don't do it. He actually throws it. Let's hope he gets a knock. And whoa! He does. Yes! Yes! That's a grenade wipe. Goes on a rampage with that. 4 kills, 1 nade. What an amazing performance by Phantom Esports. And Rafat was the man who made that happen. But Salu YT is going to be taken down. PWP, 3 versus 1 situation. They know where to go for the hunt. Inside the smoke, Rafat is hiding. And he's going to be shot at. It's not going to matter. What that man has done was pretty incredible.